Have you ever looked at your dog and wondered, why do they do that? Whether it's barking at the mailman, digging up the backyard, or chasing their own tail, dogs have a way of leaving us scratching our heads. One of the most frustrating things about being a dog owner is not understanding why our pets do certain things. Like, what's up with all the barking? Is it anxiety, excitement, or just plain boredom? And don't even get me started on digging. So today we will explore the 11 odd dog behaviors that your dog may do daily. Behavior number 1, shreds paper. You walk into a room to find your beloved dog surrounded by a blizzard of shredded paper. Dogs are naturally curious and playful creatures. Shredding paper can be a way for them to release pent-up energy, especially if they haven't had enough exercise or mental stimulation. Think back to their ancestors, wolves in the wild. Tearing into prey is instinctual, and shredding paper can be a way for your dog to tap into that primal urge. Sometimes your dog might be shredding paper because they're bored or anxious. If you notice your dog shredding more when left alone, it could be a sign of separation anxiety. The key is to redirect their energy. Provide them with appropriate outlets for chewing and tearing, like durable chew toys. Make sure your dog gets plenty of exercise and mental stimulation through walks, playtime, and training. And when you do catch them in the act of shredding, stay calm and assertive. Correct the behavior with a firm no, and redirect their attention to a more appropriate object. Number 2, buries food. You're enjoying a relaxing evening when you notice your dog pushing their nose into the couch cushions, hiding a tasty treat. Why on earth would they bury their food? Well, it's not about hiding their snacks from you, but a deeply ingrained instinct passed down from their wild ancestors. Imagine your dog's ancestors, wolves roaming the wild. Food wasn't always guaranteed, so they learned to save some for later. Even though our domesticated dogs have a readily available food supply, that instinct to cache food remains strong. You might notice this behavior more often in multi-dog households. It's a way for a dog to protect their food from perceived competition, ensuring they get their fair share. Dogs might also bury toys or other valuable objects. It's their way of keeping their possessions safe and sound. Provide your dog with designated areas for burying, like a sandbox or a digging toy. This allows them to engage in their natural instincts in a way that doesn't involve your favorite rug. Number 3, twitches in sleep. Have you ever watched your dog sleeping and noticed their paws twitching, their legs running, or even heard a soft bark escape their lips? It's enough to make you wonder if they're having an action-packed dream, and they probably are. Just like humans, dogs experience different stages of sleep, including REM sleep, the stage when vivid dreams occur. Those twitches and sounds you see and hear are simply your dog acting out their dreams. It's completely normal and nothing to be worried about. In fact, it's a sign of a healthy, happy dog. Now, you might be tempted to wake them up, especially if they seem to be having a bad dream. But it's best to let sleeping dogs lie. Disturbing their sleep could startle them or even cause them to react unexpectedly. Number 4, eating grass. You let your dog out into the yard and they immediately make a beeline for the greenest patch of grass, munching away with gusto. Grass eating is a common dog behavior with a variety of potential explanations. One reason might be that your dog is simply trying to settle an upset stomach. The grass can help to soothe their stomach and induce vomiting, expelling whatever might be bothering them. Sometimes dogs eat grass to supplement their diet with essential nutrients. While dogs get most of their nutrition from their regular food, grass can provide additional fiber and vitamins that might be lacking in their diet. And let's not forget, some dogs just enjoy the taste and texture of grass. Number 5 gives you wink. You're gazing lovingly at your canine companion when suddenly one of their eyes slowly closes in a deliberate wink. Is your dog flirting with you? Sharing a secret? Well, while it's tempting to assign human emotions to this gesture, a doggy wink is often a sign of something deeper. In the canine world, direct eye contact can be perceived as a challenge or a threat. So when your dog winks at you, it's their way of breaking that intense gaze and signaling that they come in peace. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm no threat. Let's just relax and enjoy each other's company." This gesture is often accompanied by other calming signals like a relaxed body posture, a slight wag of the tail, or even a soft lick on your hand. Now, if your dog's wink is accompanied by excessive blinking, squinting, or discharge from the eye, it could be a sign of an eye irritation or infection. In these cases, it's always best to err on the side of caution and consult with your veterinarian. But in most cases, a doggy wink is simply a heartwarming gesture that strengthens the bond between you and your furry friend. Number 6, humping. You're sitting in your living room, guests are arriving, and your dog decides it's the perfect time to start humping their favorite toy. It's embarrassing, it's awkward, and you're left wondering, why, oh why does my dog do this? While humping can be sexually motivated, it's often a completely normal canine behavior with a variety of other explanations. For young puppies, humping can be a way to explore their developing bodies and learn about social boundaries. As dogs mature, humping can become a way to release pent-up energy or relieve stress. In some cases, humping can be a sign of dominance or excitement. Now, while occasional humping is usually nothing to worry about, excessive or inappropriate humping can be a sign of an underlying medical condition or behavioral issue. If your dog is humping excessively, causing harm to themselves or others, it's important to seek professional help from a veterinarian. Number 7, barking while sleeping. You're sound asleep when a sudden bark from your dog jolts you awake. You rush to their side only to find them peacefully slumbering, completely oblivious to their nocturnal outburst. Just like sleep twitching, barking in their sleep is a normal canine behavior, often indicating that your dog is dreaming. Those barks, whines, and yips you hear are simply their subconscious mind processing their day, reliving exciting adventures, or maybe even chasing squirrels in their sleep. It's nothing to be concerned about, and in most cases, it's best to let your sleeping dog lie. However, if the barking is persistent, excessive, or accompanied by other unusual behaviors, it's always wise to consult with your veterinarian. They can rule out any underlying medical conditions or sleep disorders that might be contributing to the problem. Creating a calming and comfortable sleep environment can help reduce the frequency and intensity of your dog's sleep barking. Number 8, tilts their head. You're chatting with a friend, your dog is by your side, and suddenly you notice their head tilting to the side, their ears perked up, their eyes focused intently on you. It's an endearing quirk that never fails to melt our hearts. But have you ever wondered why dogs tilt their heads? Well, one reason is purely practical. Dogs have an incredible sense of hearing, far superior to our own. By tilting their head, they are adjusting their ear position to better capture sound waves, allowing them to pinpoint the source of a sound with remarkable accuracy. Think of it as them turning the volume up or fine-tuning a radio antenna. It can also be a sign of curiosity or confusion. When your dog encounters something new or unfamiliar, they might tilt their head as a way of processing the information and trying to make sense of what they're seeing or hearing. And let's not forget, the head tilt is also a powerful tool in a dog's social repertoire. Number 9, circling after pooping. You take your dog for a walk, they do their business, and then they proceed to engage in a peculiar dance, circling the area, sniffing intently, and sometimes even kicking up grass or dirt. It might seem like a strange ritual, but for dogs, it's all about communication and territory. Dogs have scent glands in their paws, and by kicking after they poop, they're essentially leaving their scent mark, a calling card for other dogs that might pass by. It's their way of saying, hey, I was here, this is my turf. The circling before or after pooping can also serve a practical purpose. Dogs are vulnerable when they are eliminating, and by circling, they're ensuring the area is clear of any potential threats, like predators or rival dogs. The act of pooping itself releases pheromones, chemical signals that carry information about a dog's health, age, and reproductive status. By circling and sniffing the area, dogs are essentially gathering intel on their fellow canines. Number 10. Sleep with open eyes. You're enjoying a quiet moment at home when you notice your dog peacefully sleeping, their body relaxed, their breathing steady. But as you lean in closer, you notice something strange. One of their eyes is slightly open, revealing a sliver of white. Before you panic, rest assured that sleeping with one or both eyes partially open, a condition known as lagophthalmos, is fairly common in dogs and often nothing to worry about. In some cases, it's simply a matter of anatomy. Certain breeds, particularly those with brachycephalic or short-nosed features like bulldogs and pugs, are prone to lagophthalmos due to the shape of their skulls and eyelids. For other dogs, sleeping with their eyes partially open is a throwback to their wild ancestry. In the wild, dogs needed to stay alert to potential dangers even while resting. Now, while occasional instances of sleeping with open eyes are usually harmless, if you notice your dog's eyes are constantly dry, irritated, or red, it's important to consult with your veterinarian. Number 11. Carry food to another location. You've just served your dog their dinner, a delicious bowl of kibble. But instead of digging in right away, they grab a mouthful of food, trot over to a different location, and then proceed to enjoy their meal. Why the need for a change of scenery? Well, for some dogs, it's all about security. They might feel vulnerable while eating, especially if they're in a busy household with other pets or children. Moving their food to a more secluded location, like behind a couch or under a table, gives them a sense of privacy and protection while they eat. For other dogs, it's a matter of comfort. They might prefer to eat in a quieter, more relaxed environment, away from the hustle and bustle of the main living areas. Thanks for watching. I hope these insights into your furry friend's behavior help you understand them even better. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into your furry friend's behavior. And be sure to share your stories in the comments below.